Good evening, everybody. I am here sitting virtually beside, the Skin Whisperer, Emily Fritchey. Hey, Emily, many of you know her.
Hi, Sophie.
She is an absolute authority on skincare, and I am so excited about this topic tonight because what we're going to be talking about is sensitive skin, basically anti-aging products for super sensitive and possibly inflamed skin. And Emily, I've had so many questions about this that but you and I've been dying to have you back. And so welcome everybody. If you are watching this live stream for the first time and you've never been on a live stream before, I'm thrilled that you're here. We have, as you can see, split screen. It's a little bit of a different format. Now, you may ask questions, and I recommend that you do, because Emily is a fount of information, and you just don't want to miss anything, this opportunity of her answering your questions. So we get to some of them live. If we don't get to them live, Emily has very kindly, I'm like twisting Emily's arm now, saying that she's going to go in and answer every single question.
I will.
And Emily is based in Atlanta, Georgia. We were going to have her last week, but she was snowed in. So yes, she's back today. And so hello. Yes, we've got lots of people on, my lovely community. So ask questions. And the other thing I want to say is if you're watching this on YouTube, hello on YouTube, you can ask questions too. Obviously, you won't be watching it live, but Emily and I will get to your questions. And all of my live streams are archived. Many of you don't know this. They are archived on my blog, sophieuliano.com, and they're numbered. So for really easy reference, if you're not able to watch this live, you will be able to watch it. So without further ado, Emily, we are talking skincare tonight, and I have learned so much from you. I have learned so much from Emily. It is unbelievable. Before we begin, Emily, I just want to give the viewers one tip. With my nutritional hat on, my one tip, or top tip, not my one tip, my top tip for inflammation is, you waiting for it? Emily, are you waiting?
I'm waiting.
Okay,
I'm waiting.
Everybody needs to eat whole or ground flax seeds. That is my number one tip. And I know Emily is she's a holistic esthetician, so everything is from the inside out. But seriously, my friends, 1 tablespoon of flax seeds a day is going to go such a long way to helping you with inflammation, which often starts on the inside. You can use whole flax seeds if you're popping them in a smoothie, because they'll get blended and ground up. If you're using them in any other way, like on oatmeal or anything like that, use ground. That's my tip. I'm going to shut up. Emily, over to you. What are we talking about tonight?
We're talking about anti-aging strategies for super sensitive skin. When you have hyperpigmentation, lines and wrinkles, large pores, oily skin, and you have redness and inflammation at the same time, it's a nightmare. Where do you start? How do you deal with it? Sensitive and fragile skins cannot handle the traditional aggressive approaches that so many other approaches seem to tout. So tonight we want to talk about how to approach it, how to think, and what are the alternative ingredients to be able to deal with those problems without making the redness and inflammation worse.
Oh, you are. And I have to say, everybody, that Emily is I think she is the voice of authority on this particular topic. Emily is, as I said, is a holistic esthetician. So she actually works with clients and has for many, many years, and actually sees the before, the during, and the after. We have a lovely question from David, who says, I have rosacea and acne and want to deal with anti-aging too. David, you are in the right place. And if anybody has, because a lot of people also just have really our skin becomes more sensitized as well.
Right.
And so you all of you are in the right place. And very quickly to answer your question, David, flax seeds, do they have a laxative effect? Only if you need them to. a lot more on that, but don't worry about them being a laxative because they're not. But if you've got issues, they will get everything moving. Okay, so Emily, we have Jody, Susan, Kim, Joni, Tracy, John, hi, Janet, Cheryl, Becky, Virginia, Sandra. We have everybody on. Those of you who are just joining, hello.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, I am here with, I regard Emily to be such a good friend. We've never even met. We've met virtually a number of times. We've known each other for a few years. I value Emily's expertise so much that she contributed to my last book, Gorgeous for Good, because I really wanted to address these concerns that I don't think are very often addressed, actually, by skincare brands. They just get us to throw all this stuff on our skin, Emily, this anti-aging everything, and it's too harsh for most people. So please speak to us about that.
Yes. I'm sorry. There was a skip in our sound. Would you repeat your last question?
I just said, just talk to us about these anti-aging products that we maybe shouldn't be using if we have really sensitive skin.
Okay. I look at skin and excuse me. I'm hearing myself repeating in the sound. Can we fix that? I'm sorry, Sophie, I've got a sound problem.
It's okay. It's probably a little bit of an echo. And while Emily's doing the sound problem, I'll just see some questions that
I'm sorry, give us please, because I can't hear this right.
Oh, don't worry.
I'm hearing myself back.
Hey, Leah, how are you? Hi, Donna. Hi, Lorene. Okay, we have Face. God, what a beautiful
feedback.
From Face, you are from I love it. Face is from Kansas. Hi, Face. Okay, so while Emily's getting her,
it's like when I was talking, I could hear myself come back.
Will you let me know if you, David has already said, but if you have any issues with a sensitive skin? So let us know that. Emily, are you better now? Can you hear me?
I think so. Yes. Yes, we're better. Thank you. Hi, I'm back. Sorry.
Okay. Emily.
I was talking to myself. Sorry about that. Okay, guys, here's what I want. Let me give you some foundation before I get into specifics. When you're dealing with sensitive, inflamed skin, you have to start literally at the foundation. And what Sophie's talking about, especially with internal roots, putting the fire out and reducing the inflammatory process in the body, is the first thing you need to really think about. Now, from a topical perspective, which is why Sophie's invited me here tonight, here's what you need to think about. You need to look in the mirror, identify what concerns you the most about your skin. What would you most want to change, and prioritize it? Because if you have aging issues and you have sensitivity and inflammation, they're opposite. And it's very difficult to put a protocol together that brings results. And that's what you all want, right? So start here. I want you to think about acid and alkalinity. We want to neutralize the pH of the skin, and we want to go back to the very foundation, such as how do you cleanse your skin? Think about that. I get very, very adamant about that because it is so extremely important. How you cleanse your skin and detoxify is the very foundation, because you can literally put the fire out on an inflamed skin. If you have eczema, dermatitis, rosacea, hormonally induced acne, you've got all of these things that are going on at the same time. I want you to think about, number one, how do you cleanse your skin? What do you use? So the pH of the product and what you're using that is anti-inflammatory is extremely important. So Sophie, depending on how much time we have, you guide me. I'd like to talk about pigment. I'd like to talk about lines and wrinkles. I'd like to talk about elasticity, where the skin is tight. What can you do when you have a super inflamed skin? Please.
Okay.
I could go on all night.
No, honestly, Emily is not. Emily and I have spoken on the phone at times. I think we had a 3-hour conversation once, because there was so much information. I remember I was like going across LA. Emily was with me in stores. She was shopping with me. She was in the car.
I was in her purse.
Yeah, oh, you came along for the ride, girl. All right, I just want to say, Geraldine, great comment. Geraldine said, I've given up on anti-aging skincare because my skin is so active, and you are not the only one, Geraldine. You're in the right place. Listen, if anybody you know, because now you've hopped on and you realize what an incredible sort of information source you have right here with Emily Fritchey right now. If anyone you know, your mom, your aunt, your daughter with acne, whoever it might be suffering right now or might be need some advice, please just share this live stream. Press the share button because we're about to get into that information right now. Now, Emily, you said you're going to deal with skin texture, lines, we want the whole thing, but let's start with the foundation, because I feel so passionately about your approach to cleansing, and I know you're adamant about this. Some of you have been on and heard this before. Some of you have bought Emily's products. Now, I also want to say this. Emily, because she never blows her own trumpet, Emily is founder of a skincare brand line, which I have here, called Sunshine Botanicals. Now, I discovered Emily and this skincare line probably about 4 or 5 years ago, just by chance. It was, in many ways, it was life-changing because of what comes with Emily's skincare line is so much more than just the skincare. But I will say that over the years, I have recommended Sunshine Botanicals to so many of you. And Emily, I have to say that there has never been a dissatisfied customer. I have had ladies that have been on my retreat who've had melasma, who've had all kinds of skin issues. And I actually see them with my own eyes a year later, and there is a dramatic change. And that's, obviously we don't say this lightly because there's so much BS with marketing with skincare.
Yes, there is.
We have the products here. I'm going to say this right now because I know you're going to ask questions as Emily and I go. I have show notes. We will put in those show notes. Catherine, if you happen to be watching, I'd be most grateful if you would put the show notes in. If not, I will put them in the caption to this video. And most products that we mentioned tonight are in the show notes. And Emily is very generously giving you, this community, 20% off just for 1 week from today. And I beg you to take advantage. So, Emily, cleansing. Yes. Just for those who didn't catch it and haven't had your education, which is probably about 50% of people I'm going to gauge watching, how should we cleanse? What are we doing wrong? I have some of your cleansing products here, by the way, to show.
Okay. Cleansing is the foundation of all results, period. We are so conditioned to think about corrective products, procedures, injections, and surgery that we fly right through the most foundational element of corrective skincare, which is cleansing and detoxification. If I may show a product, I've developed I have more cleansing products in my line than anything else because it's the missing link. And in fact, on my website at sunshinebotanicals.com, you can go to the Skin Whisperers blog and look under skin cleansing, and you will find a blog that goes into detail called Skin Cleansing, the Missing Link in Corrective Skincare. Because we don't do that right. We're going completely backwards and we're treating the symptom and not getting to the root cause. I have developed a double cleanse system, and Sophie, I believe you're showing it. Can we see this?
Can you see this? Hold it a bit closer to the camera.
Can you see this?
We can. And I'm going to tell you what it's called. It's called the pre-cleanse and detox. Okay.
Correct.